and welcome to a little quick tip video. In this video I'm gonna show you how to use the out-of-the-box frames. Almost in each collection I have those frames. Every time I think that I don't have a new idea, but there are so many ways to create them, so I think there will be a lot more coming up. But that you know how you use them, I'm gonna show you that now with the different packs I have created in the last months, and almost I need to say years, because it goes back, I think in 2016 I started with them. So there are a lot of packs with really totally different out-of-the-box frame. So you always get a PSD file with them. I think I offered one time with the which collection was that? Just a second. Over the Rainbow. I offered in that particular collection PNG files, but never did that before and after as well. So I will focus really only on the PSD files now, because this is what I offer and will offer in the future. So first of all, let's see a little bit, click through the folders I have now searched out for you what kind of out-of-the-box frames I have here. This is from the last Art Crush number 15, a collection, and then we have here the Art and Journal collection here. It's with gold and with splatters here. And this is Art Crush number 4. We have here like Polaroid frames with a lot of text. And then we have the Art Crush number 5. It's more graphical, and with the frames are with stitches. And we have here the Art Crush number 8. I think that was the first Art Crush I've created for the Lilypad, and this is with those ornamental frames. And Art Crush number 14 is also this was the Easter collection, so we have here a little bit of Easter and a lot of texture, a lot of really cool masks you get here. Then we have here the Art Crush number 7, and we have here some metallic golden frames, and the masks are like a little bit of paint roll, and well, let's say a little bit like sprayed Art and Love. We have here this transformed frames, also some curled frames like this here, and the masks are like watercolor masks. Okay, and then we have the Art Therapy number 1. I am not sure at the moment if it's yet released at the Lilypad. And then we have the Art Therapy number 3. We have the Current Mood. These are multiple frames here, and I think I will pick that out for demonstration. Then we have the Counting. They also look pretty cool. The Frightful and Delightful, also they are really cool. They are very extraordinary, I would say. Eat, Pray, Love, a lot of grunginess. ink, smeared ink I've used here. Free Spirit, very graphical with splatters and very straight shapes here, like the circle or this square. Garden of Eden. The masks are like magic lights, and the frames look like they hang somewhere. So, and then we have the Imagine. They have really watercolor, really cool effects here. And the Indian Summer. The frames are out of twigs and combined with each other, so they are very great because they have a lot of elements already included here. The Joyous from the Christmas, from the last Christmas collection. This is also here with the frames. We have here different frames. We have here washi tape on top, and yes, then we have I created here two different ones also here with the watercolor, but very clean look here. And then we have the out of the box frames with those I mentioned just in the beginning, from the Over the Rainbow collection. And here are, you can see the PNG files. So you need to load them into your Photoshop. You start a Photoshop file with a 12 by 12 inch, and then you drag and drop only your PNG files into your 12 by 12. I'm gonna show you that. So only for demonstration a little bit how you can start with them. Let's open them. Well, I don't work a lot with those PNG files. They are created actually for those who can open a PSD file, but yes. So we start here. You see the numbers here. You have the 0, then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we start with the 0, copy. You can close that immediately. We go into our created 12 by 12 file, and then we go to the next. It's the frame, copy, paste, and then we go to the next one, copy, paste, and then we go to the third one, copy, paste. So what happened now, we need to drop down. The fourth is on top, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So the layers need to say from top to down 1, 2, 3, 4 or more. Okay, so now you have added those PNG files, and you have recreated that what I offer as a PSD file, and this is the one. So it's only the PNG files really are only for those customers who can't open a PSD file, and I don't really offer them a lot because I don't think that there are not many out there who can't open a PSD file. If it's different, please leave a comment in the box under the video, and I will. The more feedback I get, I can offer the PNG file as well. That's not a huge problem, but it's a work. But if I see the customers really want to have PNG files, I will do them in the future. That's not any problem. Okay, so this is the recreation of the out of the box frame from the Over the Rainbow collection. And then we have the Spring Flings and Easter Things collection also here. White Christmas out of the box frames look like that, with a little bit of stars and a little bit of sprinkles and snowflakes like that. So let's see. I'm gonna open now some of the files here in my Photoshop. And what did I say I wanted to open? Maybe we open that one. And then we have just maybe that one. Let's open this round one. I wanted that one, so maybe the red here. And what else? Let's use that one. Okay, I think I have now a nice collection here to try out here the out of the box frame. First of all, the best thing is to start with the bottom layer. So it's the mask layer on the bottom in your layers. So you start there, you click on this layer, and then you go and search for a nice picture you like to use. Okay, those tulips are really nice. I have this Pixabay add-on for my Photoshop here. I can make that the images load as a clipping mask immediately. So when I download it, so let's go here, I say download, it picks the picture and immediately clips onto my mask here. So you don't need to wonder why that happened. Okay, look at it, it's already clipped here. So I have now unclipped it, that you can see the process in a whole. So what you need to do is you need to size your image of the workspace of your file here. So it needs to be that size, better a little bit more. Then you then you are sure that it's not cut off on the edges somewhere. Okay, so now we have placed our first image now here, and this one we start to clip now onto just hold on, I need to turn on the light. Okay, you need to clip that now on the mask on the bottom. There are different ways to clip. I use always Option, Command and G. So now it clips. You can also go to create clipping mask in your layers by holding the right mouse, or with your Wacom board. How I have it, I press on my pen, and then this drop down menu starts, and I can use to create clipping mask like that one. Or you go onto your layer on top in on your menu, and then go to layer, and now I need to search that because I never use it here. It's somewhere here. Create clipping mask over here. Look at it. Okay. Create clipping mask. So this is also a way. As far I know, it also no, let me, I once tried that in another video. I don't know. It's somewhere you can stick that somewhere between, and then it, oh, forget it. Okay, so now we have the first layer here clipped onto the mask, and now we go to the second mask we have here in this out of the box frame file. Each collection does have differently styled out of the box frame. This one is now with multiple layers. Some do have more or less masking layers. Okay, so we now what we now need to focus, that we don't move the pictures we clip now around, so they need to stay all on the same position, and they need to have the same size. Only if you take care of that, you have the right effect later when your out of the box frame is ready. Okay, so we say now on our keyboard Command J. That means we have now a copy of the picture. We move that on the next mask on top, and also clip that image also on that mask. And then we go further. Again, we make a copy and move it on top of mask layer 2 here. Also here we clip that. Again, Command J, we make a copy, move it on top, mask 1, and this is our last layer. And that's it. Well, now we have several added images on this out of the box frame. You can now transist your out of the box frame onto a solid paper. Forgot the word. So let's open one solid paper. Just a second. Well, I'm going to the Wanderlust. That's the new collection, which isn't done yet. Okay, so we have now here one 12 by 12 paper, and then we have our out of the box frame. And maybe you not know how to move that. What you can do is now you select all of your layers now. You start on the bottom, on the top, and then hold the Shift key. And when you now click on the last on bottom layer, it takes all together here, and you can move it onto your paper. And if you think you're done, you can, there are different ways. You can now start and say, okay, I'm done with that out of the box frame. I never want to change it. I'll go and say, I'll merge all the layers together by pressing E. No, that's wrong. Ooh. By pressing merge visible, flatten image, merge layer. So that's the right one. Okay, pressing Command E, and you have now the whole out of the box frame on one layer, and it's merged together and you can change nothing anymore. So that's one point, which is the worst what you can do, but it's the most easiest way. Okay, what you also can do is, we go back here, you can group that into one group. For that you can also, what you also can do is use the it looks like I'm nervous or something like that. Okay, so use this icon here. I explained that already in a lot of videos, but it's very, very helpful, especially if you have lots of layers in your layout, and you want to keep something together, that nothing happens. So when you click on it, you get you have all those layers stick together. So it doesn't matter where you move around. When you click on one of the layers from the out of the box, it keeps it together and nothing will happen. Okay. So that's a way to hold out of the box frame together. What you also can do now is you also can take all layers into a group. For that you also click on the top layer one time, and then you hold the shift key and you go on the last layer that is from the out of the box frame, and then you go here on top with the 3-4 little lines here. We go and make new group from layer. It doesn't do that. Yeah, now. Okay, you can call it out of the box. Okay. And now the whole out of the box frame is in one group together. You can turn it off, you can turn it on, how you like it, and it's also hold together, and you don't have trillions of layers in your layout. So that's also something what you can do. Another way is, these variations work in all versions of Photoshop now, and also in Photoshop Elements. Now I'm gonna show you something that works only with Photoshop Creative Cloud CC and all the versions higher, because we use here now Smart Object. Smart Object is something really awesome. I really love that, and you need to understand it. Maybe I should do another video only about Smart Objects, how they work and how you can use them, but let's try that. Okay, so we have the original file here. We have all selected what we have. Everything is selected from the out of the box frame, and then we go on top here and we choose Convert to Smart Object. Okay, it needs some seconds, and then you see that you only have one little layer now, and the layer does contain a little icon on the corner here. That means this is a smart object. What you can now do, you can drag and drop this one onto your solid paper now. Okay, so you have here one. What you can now do is you can now start to transform this one layer by pressing T, and maybe you like to, I do now really weird things now with the frame, only that you can see what is possible. Okay, you can transform that now. You can add here different brightness. You can make it brighter. This contains the just go back one step, because you need to select. We click with the right mouse and we select pixels. We need to go directly on the icon and then you can select the pixels. So now is everything selected, and then you can go to here to maybe black and white. So now you have a black and white picture. You can change here everything how you like it. So we have now the out of the box frame is now with your picture in black and white. So, and then you want to change now the image. That's now possible because you have a smart object. You have here this little icon here on the layer, there where the little icon is. Double click on it. You need to wait a second because it opens now. The smart object opens now in a PSB file. And everything is now included. All your layers are there and it's not transformed. You don't lost any resolutions by changing the size of your out of the box, and you can size it down, you can go up again, and you don't lose any quality of your file. And that's the real, that's so intelligent, so smart with the smart objects, because that's called smart object. And now you can change the image. Let's throw them out and we go and add here a new image. Okay, I have one. I'm going to do that now fast for you because we have that already before, very detailed explained. And I lost that. And on top, so this is it. And now we're going to change now here the out of the box frame by pressing Command S for saving. So now the smart object saves onto our original paper. And you have now added here in the same transformation you made, you have a different image now. Okay, you think now, no, it needs to be colored. No, I want only the green a little bit out, or I want to have only parts. So you have here already this little icon here. So, and start here to erase. We need to have, and you can add here color. So this is the way how those smart object they are kind of overlay filters you can use on your smart object. Okay, so we are now a little bit far away from the out of the box frames, but this is a step maybe which is very important when you play around and you have so many layers on your canvas. But I will go in another video very deeper into smart objects, that you can see what is really all possible with them. Okay, so this is now one out of the box frame, and I'm gonna delete that one, and we use maybe that one with the red. And we have here the two frames. Also here, actually all the out of the box frame work the same. You only need to clip the same image on the mask layers. That's the whole trick on it. Okay? Okay. One, just check out how big this layer is. So it's not big enough because it needs to have almost the size like this one, and then we press Command J and we go on top, and that's it. Now it overlaps on the two frames, and this is it. This is the whole thing on the whole magic with out of the box frame. Also here we can drag and drop that onto our canvas here with the paper, and that's it. We can turn it around like this. You can add photos, you can add papers, you can add magic lights, you can add out of artsy bits and pieces. So everything is possible what you can clip. Let's try here one with some out of the artsy bits and pieces. For that, let's try, we go into the focus, which is just released, and okay, copy, and we go onto the mask on the bottom, and also here we need to make it a little bit bigger, and we clip that, and we go on top and clip that. Well, it's done. What you also can try now, you don't need to use always the same image. You can play around. Maybe it doesn't work with each out of the box frame. It works sure the best with those one which are very blended, soft corners. Those with the harsh corners will not work that good. But let's try and use here this photo here, and this is the result. Let's throw that away. Let's move that here, and you can see that our photo is a little bit too small, and we go onto the photos, press Command T, and we resize that a little bit more and place it. So we have here now artsy bits and pieces, and on top we have a picture, and then we can change the text, and this is the magic behind out of the box frame with combination of photo and artsy bits and pieces. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, let's try that one. We have a lot of splatter. We are on the bottom mask here, and we go and search another image. Maybe I like this dandelion. Also here, click on it. Okay, make it a little bit smaller so we can see the original size of the photo we have just added, and press Command T so we see the dimension, make it really smaller. Okay, so we have here now, we copy, Command J, move the image on top, also clip that here. And then we have the glam here. That's an extra. You don't need here to add something. It's just a deco element. But you can clip everything on a layer. So it's up to you. If you think you don't want to use this as a glam, you want to use it as a mask, do that. Then it looks like that. This is how the element is decorated with gold, and now you have clipped it. But you also can clip your image onto your frame. why not go place another picture and clip it? Here we go. So many possibilities. I think what you need to have in your mind always, anything is possible. So don't be shy to try around and try new things out, especially with the information like you can clip anything on your masks or on your layers. You can clip images, photos. You can clip papers. You can clip arty bits and pieces, magic lights, whatever you like. So we go and see what we can also clip here. We go back to the mask and they are not, so clip that here. That's now artsy bits and pieces on top. That here, you get here in a nice scene. And you see here, it's not fully covered here because the black of the mask still shines out. You can open another artsy bit, place that here, and also it's automatically clipped when you move it. When you're on the mask layer now, yeah, and drag it and drop it, then it clips automatically because it goes just directly underneath the already clipped artsy bit and the mask, so it always does that. Okay, that's a little bit too black here. Let's choose another one like this one, and what else can we clip here? Maybe we clip here some do we have a solid paper here? Yes, why not? Also clipped. Okay. We have here something, the mask here is also black. Okay, so let's see what we can add here. Maybe let's see what the letter here comes up, and let's clip that. So you can start to create really a new scene by clipping different kind of artsy bits and pieces, and you always get a new, totally new look. And if you don't like the color of the frame, change it. This is what I don't want it. Okay, maybe we go here and you can change the colors. That's something. But you also can go and copy paste. We go into our frame, place it here, clip it, and now we have a different frame. We can now change here by changing the setting of the layer by overlay or multiply. Also possible. So many ways. Okay, next one. What we can do now, this is what we had already. Let's use that one. Okay, what we can do now here, we clip here some papers, only papers. Okay, let's stay on this collection because So this is it. These are, we need to make a little bit of paper bigger and also clip it here. Command J, we duplicate it and put it on top. And this is it. So, I want to delete that. Okay. So let's move, I'll convert to Smart Object. Move that here. And that looks really nice. But we now forgot to pimp a little bit the little stars. I make it a Smart Object now. Double click on it. So we have the new out of the box frame in a new layer. And then we add here the stars. We add only a style. Go here. Where is my styles? Over here. That one. We're gonna save it, and now it will change in our original. So this is it. Only we used here a paper, and you created here a nice little background. You can also change now here the top layer, why not? And we remove that and add here maybe green, this image. Gonna download it. Okay, it's a little bit small. This is it. And the mask itself blends so nicely here. Save it. And this is how your out of the box frame can also look like. Okay, then we have here, let's close that one. This is something extraordinary, very dominant, and we only have 4 layers here. We have a mask on top, a mask on bottom, a frame, a shadow layer, and a frame. That's it. And don't let yourself disturb by the colors of the layers. Sometimes, if you think it disturbs you, you can change the colors into black by clicking on the mask, pressing Command U, go to lightness, and turn that on the left corner. Same here. Now it's only black, and maybe the color doesn't disturb you anymore. That's also something what you can do. Okay, let's go to the mask. Let's pick this eye here. It downloads now. Seems to be a huge file now. And also here, Command J, it duplicates. We go on the top layer, and here we go. Also here, we can drag and drop that and on our canvas, and it's done. And you can see here on the bottom here, the image itself is too small. You see that here, it's cut here, but the mask is bigger. What you can now do is, you need now to transform to make the image is a little bit bigger. For that, you need to click on the first picture, hold Command, and click on the second picture layer. Okay, now you have them both selected. go again here on the bottom of your layers palette here, click on that. So now they are clipped together, they are not and when you move it now, everything will move together. Both layers will now move together. So we go. So now you can see the image itself is a little bit bigger and covers the whole mask here on the bottom. So you need to check that everything is covered. Your image always need to be covered from the mask. If you don't have that, then it can looks like that. Okay, the smaller your image gets, the more you see from the mask, and the bigger it covers all. So this is something. Okay, what can I also explain? I think I showed you now a lot of different ways to use them, and maybe you will love those out of the box frames even more now, and play with them a lot, because they have a really huge potential, and it's just fun to play with them. This one is really sweet. Well, check that out. Only that one. You print that out, maybe some words, and you have a wonderful card for someone. Only that one is enough. You can place a word art on top. I'm just going here only in the Wanderlust, because that's just my new life. Place that on top. This is something you can't read. We tried that one. It's just for demonstration. So this, you can do so many things with those out of the box frames. You can turn around, you can move it with the smart object, you can transform everything, and you don't lose any of the original file. Yes, so many possibilities here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I could show you some ideas and give you new inspiration for your creative work. If you have any question, please always feel free to ask. If you like to get something explained in a quick tip, well, this quick tip lasts now, let's see, 48 minutes, so it's not really a quick tip anymore, but yes, it's just one theme. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Ask always if you need something, if you feel distracted by anything. It's really, if you buy something, you should be able to work with it. It can be you buy something and you don't want, or you don't know how to use it. That would be really bad for me, because I work hard on every product, and also if customers buys it and they can't work it, that's not what I want. I want that you use each and every product I have released and what you have bought and left the money, because we all work hard for our money, and you should have fun with all the products I have in my shop. So a lot of talking. I need now something to drink. And yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. We're gonna see us in the next video, and bye.